The Haunting of Hollow Highway. In Hollowsville, as night falls, the moonlight reveals the spectral forms of the town's former inhabitants. The friends hear the agonized cries of souls trapped within the town's cursed boundaries, and they witness a ghostly procession of witches performing sinister rituals. Alex becomes possessed by the malevolent entity and turns against his friends, forcing them to confront the darkest corners of their own souls. They must perform a risky exorcism ritual to banish the entity and escape Hollowsville, but it comes at a great personal cost, the vanishing village of Whispering Pines. Emily begins to realize that the villagers are not as friendly as they seem. At night, they gather in a hidden grove to conduct unsettling ceremonies, chanting incantations that fill the air with dread. She discovers that the villagers have been sacrificing outsiders to the vengeful witch to prolong their own lives. Emily learns she is the chosen sacrifice to appease the witch, and the villagers turn on her. She must outwit the villagers and find the witch's hidden lair, where a terrifying showdown awaits. The witch's grotesque appearance and otherworldly powers make the final confrontation a nightmarish ordeal. The ghostly hitchhiker of Route 13. After the crash, Robert is stranded in the middle of nowhere, haunted by Lily's malevolent presence. He starts seeing her ghostly figure in his rearview mirror and feels a chilling touch on his shoulder when he's alone in the truck. As he investigates further, he discovers a series of newspaper clippings linking Lily to a string of deadly accidents on Route 13. Robert realizes that Lily's spirit is seeking revenge not only for his past accident but for the deaths of others as well. He must confront the vengeful hitchhiker and make amends for his actions to put her restless spirit to rest. The Lost City of Lamentation. As Megan's group explores deeper into Lamentation, they find old journals that reveal gruesome details about the city's dark history. The spirits of those who suffered in the city's dungeons rise to torment them, leaving blood-curdling messages written in blood on the walls. Megan's team faces horrifying visions that force them to confront their own worst fears and regrets. Each member experiences a personal nightmare that threatens to consume them. The city itself seems alive, shifting its layout to trap them in a never-ending maze of horror. The malevolent entity haunting Lamentation manifests as a grotesque amalgamation of the tortured souls, and a nightmarish chase ensues through the city's twisting streets as the group fights for their lives. The Silent Streets of Specterville. Sarah discovers that Specterville's history is steeped in occult practices. She finds a hidden chamber beneath the town's church filled with sinister artifacts and a gruesome altar. Symbols of dark rituals are etched into the walls, and the ground is stained with dried blood. The town's eerie silence is broken only by unsettling, ghostly whispers that seem to emanate from the very ground beneath her feet. The whispers become more insistent, urging Sarah to join the spectral choir in a chilling ritual. Sarah realizes that the town itself is a sentient entity, feeding on the fear and souls of those who enter. She must confront the malevolent presence and escape before she becomes a permanent resident, her consciousness trapped within the town's eerie whispers. The Phantom Gas Station. As David and Lisa confess their darkest secrets, the gas station transforms into a nightmarish realm where their secrets manifest as horrifying creatures. David is pursued by a vengeful specter representing his past, while Lisa is tormented by her own guilt-ridden apparition. The attendants reveal that they are trapped souls, damned to serve the gas station as punishment for their own sins. David and Lisa must navigate the twisted horrors of their own minds and confront their inner demons in a series of terrifying trials. The gas station itself becomes a living nightmare, with walls that ooze blood and gasoline that ignites into spectral fire. As the couple battles their own fears and the malevolent attendants, they must find a way to break the gas station's curse and escape the nightmarish dimension. The haunted crossroads of Deadman's Junction. Emma, James, and Carla's visions in Deadman's Junction become increasingly disturbing. Emma sees her loved one transformed into a grotesque, decaying corpse, James is pursued by demonic shadows that mimic his every move, and Carla is lured into a never-ending maze of mirrors, each reflecting her deepest fears. The entities that haunt Deadman's Junction are revealed to be the tormented souls of those who once tried to pass through but failed. They are trapped in a purgatorial state, forever seeking to claim the living as replacements for their own suffering. The junction itself becomes a nightmarish labyrinth, with shifting pathways and walls closing in on the trio. They must confront their personal terrors and outsmart the vengeful spirits to escape Deadman's Junction or risk becoming eternal prisoners of the cursed Crossroads. The abandoned asylum on Lonely Lane. The Smith family's house on Lonely Lane is plagued by poltergeist activity. Objects move on their own, doors slam shut with incredible force, and the family hears the anguished screams of former asylum patients echoing through the halls. The ghosts of the asylum's patients and cruel staff manifest as grotesque and twisted apparitions. They torment the Smiths with chilling visions of the asylum's horrors, reenacting gruesome scenes of suffering and torture. As the family struggles to survive the onslaught of malevolent spirits, they must piece together the asylum's dark history and uncover the truth about the asylum's sadistic head nurse who still wields control over the spirits. In a nightmarish confrontation, they confront the nurse's malevolent presence in a final battle for their lives. Please let me know if you'd like more details for the remaining stories. The Curse of Cobblestone Creek. The Smith family moves to the picturesque town of Cobblestone Creek, where everything appears idyllic on the surface. However, they soon notice strange occurrences. The town's clock tower chimes at midnight, even during daylight hours, and eerie symbols are etched into the cobblestone streets. As the family delves into the town's history, they discover that Cobblestone Creek was once home to a cult that worshipped a malevolent deity. The cult's rituals left a curse on the town, ensuring that its residents would suffer for generations. The family is tormented by supernatural phenomena, including furniture moving on its own and spectral figures appearing at their windows. As they investigate further, they uncover the truth about the cursed cult leader, who returns from beyond the grave to claim the family as sacrifices to the ancient deity. To break the curse, the family must confront the cult leader and put an end to the sinister rituals that bind Cobblestone Creek. In a harrowing climax, they engage in a battle of wits and wills against the malevolent spirit. The shadowy inhabitants of Midnightville. A solo traveler, John, arrives in the mysterious town of Midnightville, where the sun never rises. The town is a quiet, deserted place during the day, but as night falls, shadowy figures emerge from the darkness. The townspeople remain hidden, revealing themselves only in the cover of night. John's investigations lead him to believe that the town's inhabitants are cursed to remain in perpetual darkness. He encounters townsfolk with hollow eyes and whispers of forbidden rituals. The town's library contains ancient tomes describing the pact made with a shadowy entity. John discovers that the townspeople are trapped between the realms of the living and the dead, and they seek to ensnare him into their cursed existence. He must navigate Midnightville's sinister streets, avoiding the clutches of the shadowy inhabitants who wish to drag him into the darkness. In the climax, John faces the town's malevolent entity, a towering, shadowy figure that represents the curse itself. To escape Midnightville, he must confront the entity and break the curse that binds the town to eternal night.